I like to have a chair without arms, but if you're stuck with arms, that's fine. We're going to sit comfortably with your feet flat on the floor, but sit so that you're not leaning up against the chair. I want you away from the back of the chair because we're going to start with cat-cow. Let your hands rest on your legs. And first, we're going to close our eyes and we're going to take a deep breath in and draw the shoulders gently up, and exhale, let them drop. Let's try it again. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, let them drop. Now keep your eyes closed. Breathe normally. And just for a moment, observe how you're feeling. Notice how the neck and shoulders are feeling this morning. Notice the back. Notice your sit bones on your chair. Feel your hands. Notice the legs under your hands. Take a deep breath in and let it out with a great big sigh. Now, with an inhale, gently just lift your heart up, not your chin, just lift the chest. The arms are straight. And on an exhale, gently tuck your chin and round your back, tuck your tailbone underneath you. With an inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, tuck your chin, round it and tuck it. You don't have to go very deep. Your arms stay straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round and tuck. Just a couple of times. You may notice a couple of pops in your back. That's perfectly fine. Please do not lift your chin up when you're lifting your heart, but you do tuck your chin when you round back. Just a couple more times. Now on your next personal inhale, go ahead and lift your heart. Hold it and keep breathing. Now, drop your arms down. Breathe in and draw your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, let them drop. Now spread your fingers wide. Throw the thumbs back and rotate your pinkies forward. Feel that open your chest even more. Keep breathing. Big, full breaths. Out through your nose. And then we're going to inhale. Let's bring those arms all the way up. Touch your hands. If your shoulders hurt, you don't need to do that. On your own exhale, we're going to take our hands gently to the heart. Our greeting as well as our farewell is namaste. We're going to release the hands. Let the hands rest on your legs. We're going to simply turn your head to one side. It doesn't matter which side. We're going to do lion's roar. So turn your head to one side, open your mouth wide, stick your tongue out long and go. Close the mouth. Shake your head a gentle yes, and slowly. If this hurts, for God's sake, stop it. Now, with an inhale, bring your nose to center, and exhale, look to the other side. Open your mouth widely, stick your tongue out longly, and we're going to go. Close your mouth and gently shake your head yes. Please don't do this if it hurts. Now with an inhale, bring your nose to center. The reason why we do this, it stretches everything from our tongues all the way to the breathing muscles around the lungs. And it stretches our face too. Keep your chin level. Use your eyes to look up. Open your mouth wide. Stick your tongue out. Let's go. Close the mouth. Tuck your chin down as low as you can go. If you can tuck your chin down to the chest, awesome. If it doesn't touch the chest, that's okay. Now, gentle, no movements with your chin. You're stretching your neck, but most of all, we're stimulating your thyroid gland. We're waking it up. And yes, it does need stimulation. Now let your head hang. Take a deep breath, draw your shoulders up to your ears, lift your head up, and on your own exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Now we're going to bring our right hand on our shoulder, elbow out to the side, and we're going to get circles in the shoulder. You're going to go one way around a couple of times. Don't count them, don't get hung up on counting. And then just change the direction and go the other way. We're bringing synovial fluid into that shoulder socket. It's WD-40. Now we're going to bring the elbow forward. We're going to stretch those hands. Stretch the arm out in front of you. Bring your pinky in. Your thumb holds that pinky down. Now your left hand's going to reach your left. Hey, Miss Mary, I'm glad you could make it. Our left hand's going to reach over and pull your ring finger back towards your elbow. Get that deep stretch. And then we're going to bring the hand to the shoulder, and we're going to straighten that arm out. Now we're going to pull that middle finger back to the elbow. Ooh, doesn't that feel stretchy? I'm sorry. Bring the hand to the shoulder and straighten it out. It always feels intense. Get that pointer finger, pull it back now. Bring the hand to the shoulder. Now straighten that arm out. Release the hand, shake your hand out. Turn the palm of your right hand up to the ceiling and bend that elbow. Left hand reaches over and it pulls all four fingers down, and get a deep stretch from elbow to the fingers, in the heel of the hand, in that carpal tunnel area. Now we're going to slip that left hand off and reach underneath and grab your right thumb and pull it down. We're going to pull each finger down one at a time and get a little more stretch. Go all the way down, each finger pulling them down. You may get some pops, and that's okay. Then when you're done, shake your hand out, let that hand rest. We're going to the left side. Take your time. Taking the left hand to the shoulder, elbow out to the side, circles in your shoulder. And it feels so different going to each side. And you're just going to breathe. And remember, if you've got a frozen shoulder, if something doesn't work on one side, don't do it. It's okay. Now, once you've done that, we're going to bring your elbow forward, reach your left arm out, pinky in, thumb holds it down. Your right hand's going to pull that ring finger back and get that deep stretch all the way into the hand. We're going to bring the hand to the shoulder and straighten it out. Get that middle finger, pull it back, hand to the shoulder, straighten it out. Get that pointer finger, get that stretch. Hand to the shoulder and straighten it out. Shake your hand, left palm up, get those fingers and pull it down. Everything we do, I don't care who you are, everything we do, we grip our hands all day long. We don't get this reverse stretch very often. Now, we're going to get our right hand underneath and pull our left thumb down. And we're going to pull each finger down one at a time and get an extra stretch. And if you have, carpal tunnel or some hand issues, do this often. I think everybody should do this at least once or twice a day anyway. Shake your hand out and let it rest. Now we're going to twist. So I want you to take your legs not out wide, but just a comfortable width. You always want your feet underneath your knees. Your toes and knees should always be tracking in the same direction. Push yourself slightly away from the back of the chair because you need a little bit of room. Twisting can be the cure. It can also be the cause. Nobody can see if you're twisting correctly. You know if you're twisting too far. Do not twist any further than feels safe. If you feel any tingling, stop. We're going to twist to the right. Bring your right hand behind you. Either hold onto the chair wherever it's comfortable for you, because everybody has a little different seat. Our left hand goes to our right side. Now, your right leg isn't passive. You're not pushing it in. You're pressing your leg into your hand. Your hand is pressing back in the leg. We're going to set up nice and tall, shoulders out of the ears. Squeeze your tummy and look over to the right side as far as it feels comfortable to you. Please keep breathing here. Now, again, you do not want to twist any further than it feels good. Some of you are just twisting to the right and just looking straight to the right. Some of you are looking straight back behind you. Please listen to your neck. Never twist any further with your neck either. Now we're going to keep our hands exactly where they are. You're going to slowly turn your head. Look to the left side as far as it feels comfortable. Don't look any further than it feels safe. So maybe you're still looking to the right. Maybe you're looking straight ahead, but you're all still breathing. We're cleansing our organs. We're twisting the spine, which is really good for the vertebrae. Now we're going to release it. We're going to bring the nose to the middle, hands come to each leg, and you're going to roll your shoulders a little bit. Again, if this hurts, stop it. Let the hands rest. One time. Inhale, bring your shoulders straight up. Let them drop. Twisting to the left side, left hand behind you, right hand to your thigh. Your leg presses into the hand presses back. So you've got muscle energy here. We're setting up tall. We're going to squeeze our tummy, and you're going to look back behind you, just like we did before we had backup cameras in our car. And if you don't have one, you're still doing that, looking for the garbage cans back there. But some of you are looking straight out to the left side, so please be mindful of how you're twisting. It's different to each side. Be slow. Don't whip your head. Slowly turn your head. Look to the right side and breathe here. We're still drawing that left shoulder blade back. We're opening up through the neck and chest. We're going to bring the nose to the middle, release the arms, roll your shoulders, and we're going to twist one more time to each side. Right hand behind you, left hand to your thigh. Have that muscle energy going on. Hand presses into the leg presses back, and you only look to the right as far as it's safe for you. You can have, however your seat is, everybody has a different chair, so you're holding onto the back of the chair differently. Let your shoulders relax. Now we're all going to turn our head back as far to the left side. We're going to hold the pose and keep breathing. We don't hold the breath. In slow motion, only if your neck feels good. Yes is with your chin. The slower you do this, the better. If this hurts, if you hear Stan doing this extremely slowly, please stop it. Then you're going to bring your nose to the middle, release your arms, roll the shoulders. Let's get to the other side. Left hand behind you, right hand to your thigh. Muscle energy here. We're going to set up tall, and you're going to look over your left shoulder comfortably. Relax those shoulders out of your ears. Don't force it. We're going to keep breathing, and you're going to gently and slowly turn your head. Look as far to the right as it feels safe. Now, only if it feels good. Tiny yeses, slowly, or they can be enormous yeses. That's your choice. Keep breathing, keep your shoulders out of your ears. I have to remind myself that. For some reason, those shoulders are busybodies. Now we're going to bring our nose to the middle, release the arms, roll your shoulders around. Now we're going to come down to each side. So, like I reminded you earlier, have something that maybe if you need to put your hand down onto the floor, get it close to you. 2 of them is nice. If you don't have 2, that's all right. I neglected to tell you, but you don't need them this second, but get them ready. First, we're going to put our fingers to the inside of our legs, the heels of the hands on the thighs above the knees. First, we're going to stretch forward, then we're going to go to each side. So we're going to set up tall, and we're going to bend our elbows out, and we're just going to take ourselves where we're parallel to the floor. Tuck your chin, take a deep breath, and if you feel comfortable enough, you may have to scoot your hips back further to the seat, back of the chair, and maybe let your whole upper body drape downward. Some of you do not want to come all the way down yet. Maybe you just want to stay up with your elbows out and you're holding it and breathing. If you've come down as low as you can go, we're allowing shoulder blades to fall to the middle of your back. You're letting your head relax. You're letting your shoulders relax, and we're all going to go. Now, if you've never done this before, it's really odd, and it's hard to let your skull hang and let your neck stretch. But this is what we're working towards. Everybody's going to tuck their chin into their chest. We're going to inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Keep your chin tucked in. Once you set up, bring your shoulders to your ears, lift your head up, relax your shoulders back and down. If somebody feels real dizzy, I don't want you to go too far down. And I always want you to keep the chin tucked in, coming up so your head is still down, because some people have some blood pressure issues. Also, this is the cure for vertigo, but I don't want you to get dizzy, so take it easy. So we're going to go to the right side. Hands on each side of your right thigh. We're going to slide those hands down. You're going to let your tummy rest on your thigh. So if you don't want to go very far, maybe you rest your elbows on your thigh and you're just going to hang forward. That's perfect. That's perfect pose for you. But if you are going further and you're flexible enough, maybe you have your hands just resting and dangling. They don't have to touch anything at all. You can rest your hands on the floor if they touch. But the most important thing is, let your shoulders relax. Let your head relax. Let the neck release. Take a deep cleansing breath, and everybody let it out with a big sigh. Don't ever be bashful about it. Take your hands on top of your right thigh above the knee. Now tuck your chin, and with an inhale, let's lift all the way back up. Hands on each one of your knee. Your chin is tucked in. With your own inhale, draw your shoulders to your ears. Lift your head up. Relax the shoulders back and down. Take a moment for a little recovery, a little balance. And yes, this helps balance you. Let's go to the left side. If you can't touch the floor but you hang, you don't have to touch anything. The most important thing is to let go. Slide your hands down your left thigh. Belly and thigh touch. That's important. Doesn't matter how low you go. Maybe you're up here hanging. Maybe you let your arms rest all the way down. Maybe your hands touch the floor. Doesn't matter. What does matter is you're letting shoulders relax. You're breathing. Please don't hold your breath. Let your head hang. Now let's take a cleansing breath. Let it out with a sigh. Shake your head a little bit. And then place your hands on top of your thigh above the knee. Keep your chin tucked in. Inhale, come all the way back up. Place your hands on both legs. And we're going to gently bring your shoulders up. Lift your head up and roll the shoulders back and down. If you have no issue with balance or feeling dizzy, you don't have to be so mindful about keeping the chin tucked in. Okay, now we're going for the deep forward fold. So this is where you would need the prop in front of you. So if you need to adjust it, go right ahead. If now you bent over and you go, oh, I need to get something higher, That's cool too. Maybe you never want to go any lower than your elbows today. So maybe you rest your elbows on your thighs and you let your head hang. This is perfect. And if you're at the office or at a rest stop, holy cow, if you just breathe here and breathe out your back body and pull your tummy in and up, that is so perfect. And everybody just thinks you're just resting. They don't think you're doing anything, that weird yoga. But if you feel like you'd like to go deeper, place one hand down, then the other hand, maybe both hands go straight to the floor. It takes some time. Then once you get down, your hands are either resting on a prop or maybe your fingertips are touching the floor. We're all going to let our shoulders hang. Hands are resting either on the floor or a yoga prop. You could even be resting your hands out on another chair, or a counter is fine too. We're going to take a deep breath and go, shake your head. If you're deep in this, take another deep breath and see if you can release a little more. If you're new, maybe you're a little concerned about it. So we take it slow. We're all going to put either our elbows on our thighs or hands on our thighs near our knees. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, lift yourself up very slowly. Once you come back up, relax your shoulders down. Keep your chin tucked down. And inhale, bring your shoulders up, lift your head up, and roll the shoulders back and down. So this is a great thing to do, that forward fold forward if you're at the office, maybe getting your chair back and reaching out as far as you can towards your desk. Great thing to do. So before we stand up, we are going to do a seated pigeon pose. We will be doing this twice today. We're going to bring our left foot in front of us. We're going to put our right ankle on the left thigh. And if you're unable to do that, that's okay. You'll meet us on the other side and try that. But if you can't get it on your thigh today, just bring your legs together and you'll do a seated forward fold with your arms hanging or resting. So if you've got that foot there, and I think most of you do, we're going to work your right ankle, go one way, then the other. There are more joints in your feet than anywhere else in the body. That means there's more tendons, more connective tissue, and you've forgotten about them. You're going to point your toes out, point them away from you. Feel that stretch in the top of your foot and your ankle. Now, just like you're putting on the stilettos, which I hope none of you are wearing anymore, your ankle is still turned out, but you're going to turn all your toes towards the knees. Pull the toes towards the knee and take your pinky toe, pull it back towards your right knee. Feel that? Now, relax your foot. Work your ankle, go one way, then the other. Flex your foot, press through the heel of your foot, spread the toes out wide. Oh, that's a whole different stretch in the foot. Keep breathing. Pull the toes apart, pull back on that pinky toe. Now relax your foot. We're going to bow forward just to where you're feeling it in your hip. So some of you are just kind of leaning and you go, oh, holy cow. I've got a couple of you here that are very flexible and might want to drop your arms down. Everybody's ability is a little different. And again, this is a great thing to do if you go back to the airport again, or if you're at a rest stop on a long journey. This helps your hip. At the office, if you're dressed appropriately, you can hang out over that leg. And we hold this for a breath or two, folks. You can do this while you're binge watching your favorite show too. Now, we're all going to gently lift back up. Now, we're going to bring that ankle, that right ankle in front of us, and we're going to bring our hands right in front of the shin. Pull that knee upward as high as it can go towards your chest and settle your foot all the way to the floor. Adjust your hips, and you have your right foot on the floor in front of you, left ankle on your right thigh. Each side is way different, isn't it? So of course you can have your foot down. You could be playing with your ankle with the foot down if you can't get your leg up. This is a wonderful stretch all through your whole leg. Feel it in your knee as well, maybe, and work your foot around. Do the circles. Go one way, then the other. Your feet are the furthest place away from your brain and your heart. It's important to keep this sensation, the circulation, the nerves stimulated all the way down to your toes. Now we're going to point the ankle out. Point the ankle out, point the toes away. Feel that stretch all the way into the leg. Now keep your ankle out like this. We're going to put on those stilettos. Just the toes. Turn them up towards the knee. Pull back on that pinky toe side and breathe there. Now work your ankle around. Go one way, go the other. Snap, crackle, pop, a little serial yoga. Now we're going to flex your foot like you have a hard sneaker on. Press through the heel of your foot. Pull those toes apart and up towards your knee. Pull that left pinky toe towards your knee. Breathe. Relax through your shoulders. Now let's relax forward. Breathe there. Some of you just have set up tall and go, I'm not bending forward today at all. Don't go any further than it feels safe. Breathe, let your shoulders go. If you have a question, pop your mic on. I'm happy to answer any question. Now we're going to lift back up and we're going to take that left ankle off. Hold in front of your shin and bring that knee up to your chest. And then you're going to set the foot down. Move your hips around. Kids, we're going to stand up. We're going to do a standing down dog and a couple of extra stretches with your legs and your back. So stand up. I'm just turning my chair. You may need to turn the chair so that you can see your screen. But we're going to have the chair so that we're standing in front of the seat of it. We're going to take the hands and place them on the seat of the chair. We're going to do a very special arm stretch. So we're going to look at our hands. We're going to turn the hands outward, and maybe you can turn your fingers all the way towards you. Maybe they just point out to each side. But if you can, just rotate the hands as far as you can. Don't rotate them inward. It's rotating them out. And this is for that carpal tunnel area. And we're going to press the heels of the hands down. Holy cow, isn't that a deep stretch? And maybe if you want a little more, take a step back a little bit and stretch into those forearms. We're trying to press the heels of the hands down. We're breathing and stretching there. This is a fabulous thing to stop and do through the day if for everybody. Now, if you've stepped back, take a step forward and turn your one hand out, back around, because it's incredibly painful. I know it is. And then release it and turn it. Maybe you'd like to stand up and shake those hands out a little bit. And then we're going to simply set our hands on the chair. We're going to take a step back with one foot. The other foot follows. We're going to reach our hands to the back of the chair and spread your fingers. You're looking at your hands. Your legs are straight or slightly bent if your hamstrings are screaming this morning. We're going to let our head drop between the arms, and we're going to reach the arms out to the back of the chair. Hands are flat. Legs are as straight as they can be. Breathe into the back of those legs. This is a standing down dog. Everybody can do a down dog. Take another breath and go. So for those of you who have played down dog with me on the floor, we want to get this feeling in the wrist that you're almost weightless when you're on the floor. Now we're all going to lift our head up. Look at the hands. We're going to walk the feet 1 foot forward, then the other foot follows. Hands under your shoulders. We're going to do cat-cow here. So if you've ever come to my floor classes and you go, I can't do cat-cow on my knees, this is how you modify it. So we're going to round your back up to the ceiling and hold it. Let your head hang. Are your butt muscles tight? Relax your butt muscles. No tight asses. Pull your tummy in and up. Let your head hang. Maybe shake your head. Maybe you don't want to. On your next inhale, look up as high as it feels good. So you may only look at the seat of the chair. Maybe you look over the top of your chair. Let your back sway. This is a back bend. You're going to hold it and keep breathing. Now, if you don't feel like you're in alignment, you can always readjust your legs. And if this back bend hurts, lessen it. If it feels great, go for it. Draw the shoulder blades back. Open the chest to the back of your chair. Never lift your head up any higher than it feels good. I had a horrible whiplash for 25 years. You're going to want to keep your head dropped down if you have neck issues. Now, even if you have great neck, your neck is feeling great, everybody's going to drop their head. Tuck the chin, little no movements, maybe not. Now we're going to gently flow the back up into the cat, tuck the chin. If you have a neck issue, you are not looking up, but you're letting your back come into cow pose. If you're feeling good, you look up. You're going to round it and tuck it. It doesn't matter if you inhale or exhale to either pose. It's just important you keep breathing. Please, just a couple of times. If this hurts your hands, come up on your teacup fingers. You're not pressing down that way, but it's giving you the stability and the balance so that you can move your back. Now, the next time you have cat, hold the cat where you're tucking your chin. Pull your tummy in, round your back. Relax your butt muscles. In fact, press back with your inner thighs. Feel this open your sacrum. Now, everybody's going to relax the back and take one step with your foot back. The other foot follows. Reach your arms out. We're in that standing down dog. Stretch through the arms. Take a breath. If you can handle it, bend your knees just a little bit. Maybe bend them a lot. Get your tummy and your thighs together. Take a deep breath and straighten your legs. Exhale, bend your knees just enough. Maybe it's a lot, maybe it's a little. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, straighten your legs. And last time, bend your knees, hold it and keep breathing. Maybe you're lower, maybe you're not. Maybe you're stretching evenly from your hips to your fingertips. Maybe your hips are higher. It's fine. We're all going to straighten our legs. Keep your chin tucked in. Take a whole big step forward with one foot. The other foot follows. Tuck your chin into your chest. If you can, round your upper back and roll up. And once you come up, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Lift your head slowly, looking forward. So I'm going to get rid of my chair. For those of you who feel unbalanced, for goodness sakes, have the back of the chair in front of you so you can hold on to it. Some of you don't need anything for balance, so maybe you just want to step away from the chair. Doesn't matter. So we're going to make sure the feet are straight ahead. This is something that often, if you look at your feet, one foot is turned out. That's usually the hip and the knee that hurts. Sometimes both feet are turned out. So what we're working on is alignment. You want to have a little space between your feet, not a lot, but feet underneath your hip sockets. You're going to open your heels out into the width of your pinky toe. That feels weird, doesn't it? That's okay. You can hold on to your chair or hold on to your hips. Now, I talked earlier about your feet. I am all about your feet because it's our foundation. It's how we walk. 90% of our balance receptors for with our nerves are all in our ankles. The rest are in our feet. And why aren't we paying attention to them? So we're going to lift all of your toes up so you can hold on to the chair, hold on to your hips, whatever feels good. Lift those toes up and then drop those toes down. Now we've been, all of us conditioned, rip your butt muscles. Worst thing you can do for your sacrum. Relax your butt, wiggle it around, let it be free. Now we're keeping our butt muscles relaxed. We're taking our inner thighs. This seems strange. Press them back. It kind of straightens your leg. Sticks your butt out a little bit. That's okay, because we're going to pull the tummy into the spine and up towards the heart. That's your core. That's the lower back support lock. That's the muscles that are weak in all of us. It's not our butt muscles, the core. This holds all of our organs up. It's responsible for being incontinent, for prolapsed uterus, for back issues. So pull the tummy into the spine, up to the heart. We're going to draw the shoulders gently up to the ears and roll them back and down. Now, either hold on to your chair or your hips. We've aligned the body. Now again, we're going to lift all those toes up. Spread the toes wide apart. Breathe here. Now there's 4 points to the feet. That big toe ball mount, the little toe ball mount, the inside heel, outside heel. They're stakes of a tent. Try to stake them all down. Now, we're going to drop each toe down one at a time. They may not ever listen to you until you've done it for 20 years. Once you've dropped your toes down one at a time, relax the feet. You're only going to lift the heel up so I could pull a piece of paper out, not a pencil. Breathe here. Holding onto your hips of the chair. Bring the heels of your feet down. Lift the insides of your feet. We're rolling on the outside, and that's really awkward and very stretchy on your ankles. Spread the toes out. Our last toes are connected to the knees, so this helps our knees too. Keep breathing. Now we're going to drop our feet down. We're going to lift the outsides of the feet up. Spread the toes out wide. You're going to feel knock-kneed. Press back with your inner thighs. Pull that tummy in and up. Feel that change it. The more you work this, the more flexible your feet become. We need that. All of us do. Unless you got somebody you want to wheel you around for the rest of your life. I don't know, but drop the feet down. Lift all the toes up. Spread them out wide apart. And pinky toe down all the way down to the big toe. Once your feet land, don't they feel like they're rooted in now? They feel a little different. We're going to drop our arms down. The chair's there for you if you need to use it. We're going to rotate the shoulders again. So we're going to throw the thumbs back, pinkies forward. Shoulder blades on your back come together and it lifts your chest. You're looking forward, not upward. But with the lift of the chest, you might be able to see between the wall and the ceiling, that corner there. Again, you're not lifting your chin. You're drawing the shoulder blades together. I'm only going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. Shoulder blades are together and you're breathing. Now we're going to turn the hands the opposite way. Spread the fingers, you keep them spread, and you're going to rotate the palms the opposite way. Tuck your chin. Now you're stretching across the back of your shoulders and you're breathing. We're going to inhale, turn the palms out, look forward, feel the shoulder blades come together. Exhale, tuck your chin, rotate the palms the opposite way, feel that stretch across the back of the shoulders. Inhale, palms out, look forward. Exhale, round it and tuck it. Inhale, turn the palms out. Exhale, round it and tuck it. Do this just a couple of times. Everybody should be doing this. Do this in the shower. Do this in the copy room or wherever you're working where nobody sees you. Or get everybody at work to do it. Now, the next time you inhale and you're looking forward and your shoulder blades are together, your heart is lifted and you're going to keep breathing. We're going to gently bring your arms all the way up, touch your hands right over your head. We're going to float the hands all the way down. They're going to come to the heart. And as they go down, your fingers are going to slowly separate. You're going to turn the palms out again. That's rotating through the shoulders. Inhale, let's lift it up. Exhale, press the air all the way down. This is great if you've been hunched over doing work. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, press it down. Inhale, turn the palms out, lift it up. Exhale, press it down. And last time, ladies, we're going to turn the palms out, bring the arms up. If your shoulders are not hurting, interlace your hands, pointer finger up. This is called Steeple Pose. If your shoulders are hurting, please put your hands on your hips. When you're ready, lengthen tall. Exhale, tiny fold to the right, teeny tiny. Inhale, come back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back up. And last time, exhale down to the right. Hold it and keep breathing. If you want, you can turn your gaze downward. Press down with that left foot and reach out with the left arm. Inhale back to center, nose to the middle. Exhale to the left side. Look down to the floor. Press down with the right foot. Reach out with that right arm. Inhale back up, nose to center. We're going to turn the palms of the hands up. Press up and release your arms all the way down. Roll the shoulders. So again, if you're unbalanced, I expect that you have the chair in front of you so you can hold on to it. We're going to work out a little bit in our hips standing up. So take your legs out comfortably wide. Don't go any wider than comfortable. So if comfortable for you is here, go for it. If comfortable is way out there, go for it. Any way comfortable. Again, no perfect pose. Don't ever think you're going to do a perfect pose. I don't ever do a perfect pose. It all evolves as we play with it. You do it where it feels good. So place your hands on your hips or your chair. If you feel balanced, I prefer you have your hands on the underwear line, the hip crease, so that you can feel the movement. I want you to really understand the movement from foot to hip. It's all together. So we're going to lift the left toes up on top, roll on top of that left heel, and pivot the left foot out to the left side as far as it can go. Some of you have some issues and it may only go out a little bit, but pivot out as far to the left as you can. Now square your hips back to the center in front of your chair. Your shoulders are to the center, and feel that all the way up into that hip area. Now we're going to lift the toes up, turn the foot inward. Please pick your right toes up and turn them out as far to the right side as you can. Open your hips and your shoulders square to the center. We're going to pick those toes up, turn them inward. We're going to pick your left toes up and turn them back out to the left side. Open your hips to the center, shoulders to the center. Now we're going to stay here and breathe. You're just going to move into your hip. Remember when we were children and we played I'm a Little Teapot? Well, we're playing that. We're just tilting back and forth in the hip crease. Did you forget you could do this? Remember when you were a sassy girl playing that? Or was I the only one playing that? I don't know. So we're going to keep our hands on our hip crease or the chair. And now we're just going to tip a little bit to the left. We're going to look down at our left foot. And then we're going to inhale, lift back up, bring your nose to the middle, turn your left toes inward, turn your right toes outward, loosen into this side. And if you've not done this before, holy cow, it feels really different. For most of us, it will always feel different. But honestly, if you do this often, they really start to sink together and integrate together. Because for many different reasons, your soft tissue has become hard connective tissue. Now we're going to tilt out, hands on that hip crease, only if you feel balanced. Let's tip ourselves a little bit to the right. Look over down to the right side. And then we're going to inhale, come back up, turn the foot inward, and square ourselves back to center. Heels in, bring your toes in, bring your heels in, bring your toes in until you're standing with your feet in front, underneath your head and toes in front. Now kids, we're going to come back down onto our chair. So sit down and on your chair, and we're going to work a little bit more with the seated pigeon now that we've warmed your hips up. So we're going to go to the right side first. So make sure the left foot is underneath you. It's not out to the side. Get that right ankle on your left thigh. Maybe it feels a little looser now. Maybe you feel like you can sit your sit bones evenly on the floor. On your chair. Flex your foot. Press through the heel of your foot. Spread the toes out wide apart. Set up tall. Keep your back long. Come down as low as you can go. Reach your arms all the way down if you want, or rest them on your leg. Take a breath and go. Now we're going to lift up and we're going to add a twist. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand to your thigh, set up tall, and we're going to not pull the knee up towards you. You're going to push it to the side, to that left side. Look over your right shoulder, stretch into that hip. Then we're going to come back to the middle, release it, keep the ankle on. And in fact, I want you to move your left foot to the center a little more. Cross your right leg as tightly over your left leg as you can, like you have a dress on. Bring your right hand behind you. Hold your knee. Hold the thigh or the knee. Pull your tummy in. Now we're pulling the leg towards you. Look over your right shoulder. Now you may just be looking to the right side because you have a neck issue. If you have whiplash, you're keeping your chin in alignment to your collarbones there. And you're going to breathe. You're feeling good. You can look over the shoulder. Now we're going to unwind it, come back to the center. We're going to hold right behind your femur bone. So take your right leg off. You're holding the foot up off the floor, like you're dangling your foot into a cold stream that you're setting on a dock, and you're going to rock your leg from side to side. And I'm sure there's somebody in your life you want to give a little boot to. So kick it back and forth, maybe to do circles. What you're doing is separating your knee joint. And maybe if this is the first time your knee is so tight that there is no separation, that comes with time. Set the foot down. We're always jamming our knees. So just taking a moment and letting gravity pull the joint apart. It's just so minute, but enough to take the jamming away. So let's get the left ankle on your right thigh. We're going to flex the foot, set up tall. Try to get your hip bones on the floor, on your seat. And we're going to bow forward, keeping your back long. Take another breath there. And then we're going to gently lift up. Let's twist. Remember, we're pushing the knee to the right side. Remember, if you have a neck issue, you keep your chin in alignment to the collarbones there. So we're going to take our left hand behind you, right hand pushes into that leg. Only twist as far as it's comfortable. And then we're going to come back to the center. Walk that right foot to the middle. Take the left leg, cross it over the right. Set up nice and tall. Let's twist. Let's take that right hand to the outside of the left leg. Twist as far as it feels comfortable. And then gently come back to the middle. We're going to take that leg. We're going to dangle it, hold on to the femur bone, and rock your leg, kick it. We're trying to get that sensation of it being loose. Maybe give it a little shake. It's okay. The more you do this, the more comfortable you feel doing this. And then set the foot down, adjust it. We're going to do one more seated forward fold. So we're going to take the legs out comfortably wide. Maybe they're wider than they were before now that you're comfortable and you're loosened up. Maybe you just stay with your elbows on your thigh, just relaxing your head down and relaxing in your lower back and just letting your upper body pull the lower back down. Some of us are ready to go ahead and drop one hand to the floor or both hands to the floor, but we're all going to breathe. Make sure you're on your seat well enough. You don't want to topple off. Let your head go. Let your shoulders go. Miss Sally, this is how I really got a lot of extra flexibility in my back, because you're not worried about the hamstrings, the entire spine, the hips are releasing. Take a breath and go, ah. Shake it a bit. So practice this, kids. Practice it every day. This is daily dental floss. Whether you put your hands on your knees or your elbows on your knees, we're all going to have our elbows bent, and we're going to inhale. Lift ourselves up, tuck the chin. Once you set up, give yourself a deep breath. Bring your shoulders up, lift your head up, relax the shoulders back and down. If you're not used to going that deep, it gives you a little bit of balance issues, sometimes blood pressure issues. So I want you to be careful about it. And please contact me and talk to me about issues like that. Anyway, now we're going to get back with our feet in front of us or comfortable in front of us. We're going to stretch our eyes. Stretching your eyes has everything to do with how you're seeing, how your focus is. So we're going to take your glasses off if you have them on. Keep your chin level. Do this every day. Honestly, we're so stuck looking in one direction, we're not getting the muscles in our eyes stretched at all. It will make a huge difference. Try it for 3 months every day. It will make a big difference. Chin is level. Keep breathing. Use your eyes to look up into the ceiling. Now look downward, down to the floor. Look back up. Now look down. Last time up. Last time down. Look all the way over to the right. Keep breathing. Don't turn your head. You want to, don't you? Look all the way over to the left. Look back to the right. Look back to the left. Look hard to the right. Look hard to the left. Look up high, right diagonally, up high into that corner. Don't forget to breathe. Now look low left diagonally into that corner. Up high right. Down low left. Up high right. Down low left. Now we reverse it. We're going to look up high left diagonally into that corner. Look down low right. Up high left. Down low right. Up high left. And then down low right. Close your eyes now. Take your hands together, rub them. Get them hot. I know it's a chilly morning. Even in Florida, it's chilly. Get those hands hot. Now, once your hands are hot, your elbows are bent, the palms of your hands are turned up, and you just drop your head, your eyes into the cups. Make cups with your hands. Never press anything on your eyes. You're cupping and you're breathing and absorbing the warmth from your hands. This should be soothing, especially if you've been working at the computer a long time. Try this once a day, maybe twice. Now, we're going to lift the head up. The ring finger comes to the inside of your eyebrows, right next to your nose. We're going to find that the eye orbit. You're going to follow the bone all the way out and around your eye. It should be very soothing. 3-4 times. It's a little massage. And that ring finger doesn't have a lot of pressure. It's just lightly. Again, you're not on the eye, you're on the bone socket. And then we're going to take our hands and interlace them. We're just going to put the knuckles underneath our chin. You do not lift your head. You always keep your chin on your knuckles. We're going to let ourselves relax. We're going to inhale and bring the elbows out. It opens the chest and the chin lifts with the hand, but you're not turning the neck at all. It's a lifting of the chest. On the exhale, you float the elbows down. This is called angel breathing, the back rounds. I'm just going to turn so you can see. You're going to inhale, lift, your back lengthens, the elbows come up. Exhale, your back rounds, the elbows come down. Inhale, lift. And you may want to come up real high. If your neck is an issue, you only come up just up enough. And then exhale, go down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bring it down. And then take your hands, bring them in prayer position to the heart. Tuck your chin. Notice your breathing. Notice the air flowing across the tips of your fingers. Feel the thumbs resting against your heart. Take a cleansing breath in and go. And namaste.